20 Nerdigans. This is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans. That get today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Sakamoto Days chapter 269. But before I get into this recap and live reaction, we're at war with YouTube's algorithm, and it is slowly but surely killing my channel. And in order to defeat this algorithmic beast, we need you to please hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because of course this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored, if you love what we're doing and want to help keep me, my adorable little puppet kitty who's somewhere around here, hopefully being good kitties, and this operation, well, again, literally alive and kicking, so we could keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, or live reactions like this one. Feel free to hit up our Cash App, PayPal, and Coffee. Links are in the description box below, as well as the link to our Patreon where we are doing our anime live reaction content, because unlike YouTube, where we constantly have to worry about getting a copyright strike for showing anything on the screen, well, Patreon, we don't have to worry about that. So we can have our full setup of the anime and manga side by side and have the audio to boot, which is not only great for busting a botched localization or two, but it's great for when we cover anime original content like, say, Digimon Beat Break. And the more views and subscribers we get on Patreon, the more anime we'll cover. And hell, if you're a $10 Patreon member, you get to choose the series we cover as well. And there is a stacked summer anime season in full swing in which we are covering Bleach, Yomi no Sugai, Miramashita Aruma-kun, Black Cat in the Witch's Classroom, The 100 Girlfriends, Hanekimi, The Exiled, Heavy Knight Knows How to Game the System, and Rainbow Dara-san, and there's even more on the way, including Sakamoto Days. So please check out our Patreon. The link is in the description box below. So, last chapter of Sakamoto Days, we saw Nagumo whoop Izuki's ass, but there's just no way Izuki's gonna go down that easily. No fucking way. Especially when he took out Sakamoto. Remember what happens when Izuki takes out someone. Oh my god, is that really gonna happen here? Oh my god, if that happens, I'm gonna lose my shit. Anyway, but also, if that does happen, that will really mean that Sakamoto is dead. Oh my god. Oh my god. Let's get into this chapter, see what's in store for us today. So we got the cover of Weekly Shonen Jump with Sakamoto here, and Shin, and looking bomb here. We got multiple color pages today, but oh my god, this color spread. This color spread! This chapter is titled The Beast Within, but this color spread has Rion, Nagumo, and Sakamoto playing PlayStation 1! Oh my god, I feel so old. Who else remembers playing PlayStation 1? I remember my babysitter, when I was growing up, she brought over her PlayStation 1, and you know those screens that you could get for your PlayStation 1 to make it portable? She had that, so my brother and I would play Spyro on it. It was so much fun. Oh my god, those were the days, man. God, I feel so old. Oh, I miss my brother. I know, speaking of, I need to do, that video on, my brother and mine's, N64 collection. I need to do it. I just haven't done it because I'm fighting YouTube's shitty algorithm. This algorithm fucking sucks, man. Fucking hate it so much. Ooh, this gun, dude. Then we get this color page with the gun, with the reverse negative contrast. Looks sickening. But the real question is Suzuki really down for the count? I don't know. Okay, I have to point this out because for a Patreon member request, if you follow me on Twitter, you know about this. I recently binge read DeadTube, which we will be covering here as soon as the next chapter drops. And seeing Kanaguri just film all this, it just really is making me think of DeadTube. I fucking love DeadTube, man. Oh my god, like, DeadTube is just something, man. It is. It's It is definitely one of the most fucked up series you'll ever read. If you cannot handle Jujika no Rokunin, or at the very least Berserk, in terms of like disturbing content, do not read Dead Tube. I'm just saying. Nagumo, did it? Did Nagumo kill him? Did he? Everyone's like in shock right now. What? Top leader of the new JAA is dead. With this, we'll finally be liberated from the assassins. No way, our god! You gotta be kidding! Just when I thought times were getting better. I wonder if this will make public safety a bit better. Well, it'd be nice if Japan went back to normal. No. If you don't kill them properly, oh, you awake? What's Rocky? Killing someone means chopping them into pieces. Killing someone means chopping them into pieces. That weight isn't good enough yet. That amount of blood is proof that his carotid artery was slashed. Look closely. Ooh. Even for him, I guess he couldn't bring himself to choose a ruthless way to kill an old friend. Hold on. Hold on. Wait, Nagumo didn't cut the carotid artery though. If I remember correctly, he stabbed him. He didn't, in the chest. He didn't go for the carotid artery. Which is stupid. Okay, here comes Shin. Shinkan. Sakamoto-san. Please wake up. It's over, all of it. Let's go home, back to our store. Sakamoto-san. Hana-chan, wait, a second. Hana-chan and Aoi-san too. Lou, Heisuke, everyone's waiting for you. Is Nagumo, contact the JA medical squad. There might still be a chance to save him. Right now, Sakamoto's thoughts are, right now, Sakamoto-san's thoughts are, Shinkan. I checked his wounds too. I'm sorry, but it's impossible. Ooh, okay, so this is what's going on here. Intestinal damage and abdominal wall lacerations. Even if we, alright, let's see. Even if we performed an emergency, laparotomy to stop the bleeding right now, it's already too late. Ooh. Hold on a second. Remember what Osaragi said. Osaragi said that unless you chop him up to bits, at least in her logic anyway, it's not too late. But, hold on a second. Hold on a sec. This is why I love having this, having Google Gemini built into Google Chrome. There's a way to have it set so Google doesn't take your data, which I'm glad I did too. I'm smart like that. This is what it says here, because I asked if it's if intestinal damage and abdominal wall lacerations are fatal. So yes, absolutely. Without immediate surgical intervention, severe intestinal damage combined with an abdominal wall laceration is frequently fatal. says frequently fatal. Here's why the combination of injuries are so severe and life-threatening. So you have the primary reasons are hemorrhagic shock or rapid massive bleeding. So an abdominal wall laceration is deep enough to reach the intestines, usually severs major blood vessels in the abdominal wall, mesentery or major abdominal arteries / veins, and massive internal bleeding rapidly leads to hypovolemic shock, cardiac arrest, and death within minutes to hours. And then, this is the worst part, is sepsis and peritonitis, which is a severe infection. So damage to perforation to the intestinal tract releases gastrointestinal contents, bacteria, and digestive fluids directly into the sterile abdominal cavity or the peritoneum. And this triggers severe acute peritonitis and rapid septic shock, leading to multi-organ failure if not immediately washed out and repaired. And then there's evisceration and contamination. An open abdominal wall laceration coupled with intestinal damage exposes internal organs to the environment, accelerating thermal loss, tissue necrosis, and contamination. So without an emergency exploratory lipotomy, which is what Nagumo's talking about, which is surgery to open the abdomen, control the bleeding, repair / resect damaged intestine, and wash out the abdominal cavity, survival is extremely unlikely. Even with modern medical care, severe penetrating abdominal trauma carries significant mortality risks depending on how quickly the patient reaches an operating room. So, yeah. So, it depends. So, man, how long... It depends on how long this fight has been going on, too. Like, what's the time? Like, how long? For one thing, how long was the fight between Sakamoto and Izuki, or the time period between Sakamoto's fight and Izuki in terms of, like, the between him getting the wound itself up until this point? Because, yeah, it sounds like there's no way. If Nagumo is saying this, then yeah, there's no way. There's just no way. There's no way. I fucking love this. Google, I fucking love you so much for this. I can't believe I'm saying I love Google so much for this, but I do. Because the thing, here's what I've done here. So, for those of you that don't know, I have Google, so if you guys want to do this kind of thing too. So what you do is you share the tab that you have your manga in with the, if you have to do this in Chrome, obviously, with Google Gemini and have a chat with Google Gemini, and it will answer this question for you. I asked it, if, in regards to this, if weight matters. And it says, in the context of Sakamoto days and Sakamoto's survival, it absolutely is. And here's why his weight and loss of it is so critical. So in terms of, like, the slim mode regeneration effect, that burning off all his fat to enter slim mode drastically accelerates his metabolic rate and physical stats. And as Shin noticed, well, we'll get to that in a second. So, this is what I was thinking. This is what I was thinking here. If obscured the real lethal damage. Here we go. Because of Sakamoto, this is what I was looking for. Because of Sakamoto's heavy fat layer in his normal state, what Nagumo diagnosed as fatal abdominal intestinal wall damage was measured against standard human physiology. However, because this is what I was thinking. The extra layer of fat can act as armor, taking the brunt of deep lacerations before they reach vital organs as severely as presumed. As he rapidly sheds that mass to enter his prime form, his muscle structures tightens, closing up the wound area and forcing his body into peak fighting condition. So, so Nagumo thought Sakamoto was gone based on standard anatomy. So, this is an interesting thought. Because this is exactly what I was thinking too. Is if Sakamoto, because remember what Osaragi said. I wanna point this out. I want to point out Osaragi and Shishiba's dialogue here. Is that because that not only applies to Nagumo, that also applies to Slur as well. As killing someone means chopping them into pieces. That way isn't good enough yet. That amount of blood is proof that his carotid artery was slashed in regards to Izuki. Look closely. Even for him, I guess he couldn't bring himself to choose a ruthless way to kill an old friend. That goes the same way for Sakamoto. It does! Because Sakamoto's fat is acting like an armor. Dude, and as, you know, the Google Gemini pointed out, it's like, dude, the Gumo is talking about a normal person. Sakamoto is not a normal person. Damn, I fucking love Google Gemini, man. Seriously. Alright, let me get back to where we are now. Oh my god, come on. What the hell do you mean? Oh wait, sorry, what the hell do you know? Seriously, because shit is kind of right. Right now, Sakamoto-san's thoughts are definitely... I'm sorry, it's my fault. I'm telling you, Sakamoto is in freaking purgatory right now. Sakamoto, if only I had been fighting alongside him. Wait. Something's weird. Is this hit for real? No matter how many times I try, it comes up and extremely difficult. When Slur is backed into an absolute corner, the true beast awakens. Taro Sakamoto will die and... Ooh. Hold on. What's so weird about it? What's so weird about it? Everything happened just as Atari said. No! I know what she's talking about! If it is what I think it is, it's not gonna be this Sakamoto. What are you trying to say? For something labeled extremely difficult, doesn't this seem awfully easy? With the movie, I love Kataguri. With the movie until the end credits roll, you never know what's going to happen. This movement, yeah! We got the Sakamoto personality! Oh my god, it is! It is the Sakamoto personality! It's as if he's in his prime! Okay, so... What the... See, I told you the prophecy isn't always what it seems. It's... Oh, Sakamoto's gonna die in this battle. But it's gonna be Izuki as Sakamoto. In his prime. Oh my god, that's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be Sakamoto in his prime. Holy shit. But dude, Suzuki, this chapter was freaking genius. As I said, I love that the dialogue between Osaragi and Shishiba not only is applying to Izuki, but it's also kind of applying to Sakamoto if you think about it too. Sakamoto is not... I don't think Sakamoto's dead. I really don't, especially based on what the Google Gemini is saying. I think we're still good. I think he is in purgatory. We're going to see him in purgatory with Rion. I do. Because I think the only thing that that Nagumo maybe killed is maybe the maybe close to killing is the Izuki's main personality. I still am hoping we're gonna get that Mikey from Total Drama Island moment. Or Total Drama All Stars moment. I really do. I'd love to see Rion take over Sakamoto's body. I'd love to see it, but dude, are we gonna get Sakamoto? Dude, if we get Sakamoto versus Sakamoto, I am going to lose my shit. If we get Sakamoto versus Sakamoto. I will fucking lose it if we get Sakamoto versus Sakamoto. But I don't think I don't think Sakamoto is dead. I really don't. Because as the Google Gemini said, Nagumo's talking about the average person. Sakamoto is not the average person. His biology is not it's not normal. Because his fat is basically an armor. And when he got slashed, hold on. I think he was wearing his armor when he got, yeah, he was wearing his apron when he got slashed. So remember, his apron on top of his fat is an armor. He's still alive. He's maybe passed out from blood loss, but he's still alive. I don't think he's dead. I think he's probably I think he's in purgatory. I don't think he's dead. There's no way he's dead. Nah, he's in purgatory. I'm calling it now. But that prophecy, though, that prophecy is applying to Izuki. It's applying to the Sakamoto personality. I'm calling that now. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, what you guys think. What do you guys think about this chapter? What do you guys think especially about the structure of this chapter? I think it's goddamn genius. And do you guys think we're going to get Sakamoto versus Sakamoto? I really hope we do. I'm actually really looking forward to Nagumo versus Sakamoto. That shit is going to be freaking fire. It is. Oh my god, Nagumo versus Sakamoto is going to be really good. Part of me is like, I kind of want to see Kanaguri versus Sakamoto. But Nagumo versus Nagumo, you better go balls to the walls. Oh my god, you better go balls to the walls with this. But this is going to be sickening. But like, the other thing I'm thinking too, it's like, dude, you know, so many people would want to, that we've seen in Sakamoto days so far, would want to go toe-to-toe with Sakamoto in his prime. This is like a good, not only is it a good test for Nagumo, it also would be a good test for Shin, if Shin is fully recovered. I kind of would like to see Heisuke do it. I'd love to see Lou get up in here. Like, this would be a great last hurrah. This would be really good for a final boss fight. I like this. I like this for a final boss fight. I do. I think this is so appropriate. This manga is not going to end in 3 chapters like mofos are thinking it is. I don't think so. There's no way it's going to end in 3 chapters. People think it will, but nah, I don't think so. Oh my god, okay. You know who I want to see fight Sakamoto, the Sakamoto personality of Izuki? I want to see Yotsumura fight him. I swear to god, if we do not get Yotsumura versus Prime Sakamoto, I am going to fucking hate life. I need that shit so bad. Imagine Prime Sakamoto. I know it's the personality, but still. Imagine this. Prime Sakamoto versus Yotsumura. I swear to god, if we do not get that, I will fucking hate life. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, what you guys think. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we can keep bringing you more Sakamoto content. A few ways you could do that. Donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, Coffee. Purchase something off our Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord. Find us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye!